Hey there, Chica Pies. How we doing? How we feeling? Happy Thursday. I'm looking a hot mess, as we always know that I usually look this way on any given day. So no news flash here, but I kind of wanted to share with you guys some stuff that I actually recently purchased, and I'm gonna be getting ready while I talk about some of the stuff that I purchased, and then just kind of chatting about life in general and all kinds of craziness and whatever. So yeah, so first and foremost, I'm looking around here because I'm like, I got stuff everywhere. So the other day I went to Ulta and I was in kind of a mood. I've been in kind of like, I am like right now I am truly at my happiest point ever. But I've been in a mood, and a mood to like, I want to like, I miss being able to shop. So I was looking for inexpensive items that I can incorporate into my new lifestyle of not having, not that I've ever had money. That sounds like I've had money, because I've never had money, but you know what I mean? Like when I was working, I could just like, I could go out and buy my $55 foundation and not feel guilty about it. But because I'm not now, I'm looking at things that are going to be, you know, keep me bougie on a budget. So anyway, I have been like really getting into this whole Morphe line and like trying to embrace Morphe, because I feel like Morphe's got it going on, you know, at least in the YouTube world anyway. So anyway, I am going to be applying today. I purchased this foundation. It was $18. It's from Morphe. My color that I purchased is F3.90, and this is full coverage matte foundation. It's in this little well, it's not in this box, but this is the box that it comes in, and this is the foundation right here. The color that you can see in the tube is going to be the actual color of the foundation, and again, like I said, I have on the F3.90. So I'm going to be applying this foundation today. My new brush, which I've had these brushes for a while, I just haven't used them. When I was getting my room situated, but prior to me getting my room situated, I was buying a few things here and there when they had the 20% off coupons and like all this different stuff. And I bought a set of these brushes. I have this one and I have this one that I have not opened yet. And I've had these forever. I actually have forgotten that I had them. But yeah, so I'm going to be applying my foundation with this brush right now. I have already placed on my face. This is the Organs Original Skin Pure Perfecting Cooling Primer with willow herb. So this has been something that's been talked about on YouTube also, but I've had that for a while. So this is a 35M eyeshadow palette. I really like the colors that are in this eyeshadow palette, and this is like all the names. It was $24, and I'm trying to like I'm liking color for some reason. You know, the girl who never wore eyeshadow, now I'm liking color, but these colors just were like deep enough. I don't know, I just felt like they would look good. So I felt like these colors would look good anyway. So I do have this in another color also, but that one's in my purse. But today I'm going to be applying this, and this is also by Morphe. And this is the color Peanut. This is their liquid matte lipsticks. I've been wearing True Story in some of my vlogs, and y'all, I am loving these matte lipsticks. $10, very inexpensive, love it so much. The Peanut is a really pretty color. It's kind of like a brick. This one is a beautiful color, and these apply beautifully and they stay on forever. So these are the products that I'm going to be using today, along with, you know, all my other regular stuff. But this is the stuff that I purchased at Ulta the other day. Shouldn't have purchased it, but anyway, I did. So yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and get started, y'all. So, but anyway, so what is going on? How you doing? Y'all, I've been so in love with the Wendy Williams show. Like, since I've been like home, these daytime stuff. See, daytime. Okay, now I'm feeling hot in here. I may have to turn my heater off. But daytime TV has really been getting my goat. Like, I've been so enjoying all the daytime TV stuff that's going on. So I watch Wendy Williams every day. I'm actually going to be going to the movies, I think, today. I'm meeting a friend and we're going to go catch a movie. So we're supposed to chat about noon and kind of figure out if that's what we want to do. I've got the view on TV. I've got it really low, so if you guys can hear it, I'm so sorry. But I didn't turn it completely down to where there was no volume, which is probably shame on me, because I probably should have it down. But y'all, we're doing vlog style, so, but yeah. I'm trying to figure out this foundation. I was looking at all the reviews on this foundation, and it got some interesting views. A lot of people were saying that it was so dry that that it kind of looked cakey or something on their face. It is really dry. It's supposed to be. It's like it's a matte foundation, but it's a 20. It says 24-hour long wear, so that's a long time. But I am going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus in between my second layer and the first layer, just because a lot of people mentioned how dry it was. And I don't have like dry skin, but I don't want it to like look cakey. So I'm gonna just try that and see how it works. But yeah, so anyway, let's chat. So I am going to go ahead and put on my second coat now. But yeah, so I received a little email, how y'all like to do that? I received a little email as opposed to a big email. But I got an email the other day from a subscriber, and she was like, hey girl, what's going on? And she's like, sometimes I try to figure out what age group people are, just because, like from their content of like an email or something like that. Can't figure out how old this person is, but it's irrelevant. But anyway, it's kind of irrelevant, but maybe not, because of what I'm gonna say. So she was asking me to elaborate on changing the wrapper of a person if you're liking what's on the inside of the package. She was like, she mentioned she met someone recently, and there were a few little like housekeeping I could change about this person, but everything on the inside of this person is super wonderful. And so she's like, like, how am I gonna make myself, like, I guess basically what she was wanting to know is like, the things about this particular person, is that something that is considered the wrapper, or is that like that you can maybe change or whatever. And so she was like, just elaborate on it a little bit. So she kind of shared with me a little bit about what she thought she would love to change about this guy as far as the wrapper. So first and foremost, let me say that let's all remember and be very much aware that we cannot change a person, who they are. Like we can't, like you can't change a person to be something, like you can't mold a person to be something that they're not. When I speak of like changing the wrapper of a person, I mean, like, so you guys will know, you're gonna probably see me coming in and out because I'm like just totally chatting and getting ready. So this is not like follow me step by step as I get ready, because I don't do that so well. But first and foremost, I would like to say, when we start speaking about when I speak about changing the wrapper, I'm not speaking of that you can just change a person, who they are on the inside, like make them somebody that they're not. Like, but when I say change the wrapper, there are like little things about people that we can change. Like if it's their style of dressing, or I was out of my brow gel. You all know I use the NYX brow gel. Not completely out of it, but it's getting to the point where it's hard to come out of the tube. So I had to replace it. So this time I replaced it with the Tame and Frame. And this is like a gel in a little like bottle like this. And so far I like it. So this wasn't like a cheap purchase. This was a necessity purchase. So just so you guys know, I am trying something different on my brows right now. I think spraying that Fix Plus on my face really did something. I like that. I think it definitely made a difference. So that's a plus on my part. And I've been loving these brushes, by the way. This one I use for blush, and this one I use for my powder. Y'all, it has been good. It has been good. And I have gone back to using my Laura Mercier's, what is this powder? What do you call this powder? The translucent powder. And this is in the color, I don't know if it's considered deep. I don't remember. But it's the darker color, not the, I have it in both, but this one is the darker one that I bought like way back when. I just had kind of like stopped using it for a while, and I've started back to using it, and I'm loving it. So And then the next thing I want to say is, let's talk about the whole list thing. And some of y'all gonna go, what? But this is really, truly my personal opinion on making a list. Ladies, men, first and foremost, I'm gonna speak from the heart right now. Making the list thing, y'all, I'm not really feeling that vibe. And the reason why I say that is because when I speak of like changing the wrapper on somebody, like, okay, like you have your list, right? And you're trying to, you got this idea of this perfect man or perfect woman that you're wanting because you've made this list. And the list to me gives you that opportunity to really, really like, to create something that's not feasible. Depending on our age group, there's certain things that you can put on a list that's just, you know, like if you, like, let's talk about body structure. You know, when I was like 20, 25, I was married back then, but you know what I'm saying? When I was like in my single days, I don't know how old I was, 28, whatever it was after my divorce. Like it was so easy. And well, you know what, even when I was married, because, you know, if I had to sit there and tell you guys like the perfect looking man, he always had a drop dead body, you know, abs of steel, you know, he was always, you know, like, you know, because that's what you picture in your mind. You know, you have this guy and you want, you know, because it's like a list to me is creating a fantasy. And I'm just not down with that whole creating that fantasy thing. So, you know, like when you're 53 years old, okay, what am I looking for? So now we're gonna pull out some colors out of this. I'm wearing all black today, and then I'm gonna wear a white jacket. So it doesn't really matter what color I'm going to wear. I don't know what colors I'm gonna choose out of here. I don't even know. I kind of want to do some of this green stuff, y'all, because I'm loving. So, you know, like when you're 53 years old, having a man that's gonna have abs of steel is probably not gonna like be like, you know, it's not gonna happen more than likely. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. And vice versa. If you're a man and you're looking for a woman and you're 50 some years old and you're looking for a woman within your age group, she's probably not gonna have that physique like she had when she was in her 20s. She might have a few rolls like myself, you know, and y'all know I'm always trying to make my weight. I'm always working on something with my weight. I'm always trying to, as I say, do better by myself. And while I do recommend that we all do truly take care of ourselves and do try to watch our weight and try to eat healthy and things like that. Like, I guess more than anything, I promote healthiness because, you know, as we are getting older, we do have things that malfunction, that go wrong on our bodies, or, you know, things we, you know, even though it can happen when we're young, but, you know, we have a lot more issues that we have to concern ourselves with. So I do highly promote healthy eating, healthy, you know, getting your exercise on, you know, making them joints, flexing them joints, making sure we're taking care. But at the same time, I'm also knowing that as I'm doing all these things, that I'm probably not going to look like I did when I was 25, and that's okay. So I'm not going to be out here trying to find a man. If, you know, if I'm out here on this, you know, on that dating scene, I can't be out here trying to find a man that's going to have a body of a 25-year-old unless I'm going for the 25-year-old. So that's why I say, like, you know, when I talk about changing the packaging, like, those are things that you can kind of, like, you know, you can kind of work on. Like, you can talk to your man or your woman about, like, you know what, hey, let's incorporate a healthy eating system for us that's going to work. You know, that's a package item that you can change. Now, also on the flip side of that, you know, there are some people that are like, they have issues, like health issues or different things that can cause their weight gain or weight loss. Like, it's not necessarily all about being larger. Like, some men will say, you know, they want a woman that's got some oomph going on, like some stuff in the background. And I always think about, like, years ago when I was working out with a trainer. And this was when I was skinny. Never had that. And this, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I've never had that black girl, like, you know, bottom and the black girl lips. And so, you know, and that was something that I used to sometimes get a little bit frustrated by, because my best friend back in those days, y'all, but to die for, she had the lips. Like, I'm always trying to make my lips look fuller because I want those lips, but I've never had those lips. So, you know, but I remember one time my trainer said to me, I was working out with a trainer. Okay, y'all. So, like, I was working out with this trainer, and one of the guys in the gym said to him, like was making comments to him about like like, man, like it must be pretty cool to be a trainer. Like he was like some, like some young guy that didn't even have his stuff together. He didn't know what he was talking about. Like, and he was all like, man, like, being kind of like rude, I guess, like nasty rude about like how like he had uh, had the female parts all up in his face all the time, and like how cool that must be. And so, and my trainer was like, what, man, like, you need to step, whatever. I don't have time for this crap. And so then afterwards, he and I like kind of like just got on this conversation about like that's one of those things that people tend to look at trainers for, and they think that because they are trainers that every female that they see they want. And he proceeded to tell me, he goes, like you, for instance, he goes, I think you're beautiful, but you're not a woman that I would be attracted to. And then I started feeling some type of way. I was all like, excuse me? What you mean you won't be attracted to me? What? I got a beautiful body. But then it was funny because he said, y'all know I'm just saying that in fun though. I mean, but I was kind of feeling some type of way. But he was like, no, don't get me wrong. He goes, you're beautiful. He goes, but I really like the black features on a female. I love my sisters. And he said, you don't have those features. And so like, while I think you're a beautiful lady, you're not a woman that I would be attracted to. And I was like, you know what? I get it, bro. I get it. So I was like, like at that moment, I was like, yes, like, this is really somebody that, that he knows, like he, even though people would think that this is like, oh, this is like every female that he see, he's all up in their face or whatever. He is like breaking it down that no, he's not attracted to every female that he see. And just because he have booty all up in his face every day at work, pretty much like on his side job, doesn't mean that he wants that booty. So I'm saying all that to say, y'all know I be getting off on some tangents. I'm saying all that to say is that so as you can tell, I'm all over the place in this video. I use the word like, and way too many times. Basically, the trainer was saying to me I did not have the right thickness for him, which proves the point that it's not always skinny that wins the battle. If you're looking at the package or the wrapper, and the weight is something that you can't deal with, either too thin or too large, whatever. If that's something that you can't live with that person, if they don't make that change, then you need to stay away. But like if you're looking at that person, you say, you know what, she's thin or he's thin, or because I personally, like, to be honest with you all, I don't like a real thin man. Like, I like a man that's got a little oomph to him. I want him to have, like, a little bit of, like, that little, like, where he could just pick me up and just, woo. So, a real thin man, I'm just not attracted to. So, but again, like I said, we all like different things. But if that's something that you can't live with, like when you see that guy or that girl and that particular thing, like that that's something that if I can't change that wrapper, then I'm gonna have to like I'm not gonna be happy. Then you need to stay away. But like if you see that person, you're like, you know what, like maybe we can go work out together, we can do whatever together. And if we, like if I'm able to, like that person has shown interest, like, I want to lose weight or I want to gain weight or whatever, I just need to, some encouragement or whatever, that is something that's workable at that point. That's something that's doable. But like I said, so now y'all, I did buy this the other day too. Actually, I didn't show that to y'all earlier. This is my bomb.com mascara. Yeah, loving it. I actually bought this a few weeks ago, but I bought a backup when I bought this other stuff because I wanted to have I wanted to have this in case they do get rid of it or they don't have it in the store anymore. That's kind of like what I mean. Like I guess in a nutshell, just remember, like I said, I am not really feeling the whole list thing because I do feel like like if that person, you could miss out on a good thing by just looking at the list and going, oh well, that person don't have blue eyes, so because when we make a list, like I said, we make that perfect person. Like that's tend to what like even like when you do your, like that's why I said this year when I did the whole talk about the New Year's, like writing down the New Year's resolution. I feel that when we create sometimes, and this is like going against like everything that everybody says, because they say, you're supposed to write stuff down and make it so. I'm just basing this on my own personal experience. I feel that when we write things down, we make them very unrealistic. Y'all see how big my eyes got? Real unrealistic. And um, and so then we create this too much of a fantasy. And, I rather have the guy that's imperfect as far as appearance wise, like like, he may not dress the way I want him to dress, or like like he may not have the best dress, he may not drive the best car, but if that man, pulls the chair out for me, holds the door open for me, acknowledge me as a woman, and knows and definitely can distinguish the difference between male and female. Those things are like core things for me. Like the other day I was watching Steve Harvey. That's not one of them daytime shows I'm like all into right now. And he was talking about bringing, like that chivalry has not died, and like to the millenniums, because a young kid was like, how does he make his girlfriend? Because, like with Facebook and all that stuff, like he wants to make this new girlfriend in his life feel special and know that she's number one, because in the past he's had relationship issues because he'll like pictures on Facebook and then the girl gets mad. And but anyway, Harvey was just like, hey, like, bringing chivalry back. Chivalry never, it should always be there, and that's the best way to show a woman that you love her is, practicing a little of that. So and I'm an old-fashioned girl, to be honest with you all. I want look at that, y'all. I want to be I want to be acknowledged as a female, meaning like I don't, I know a lot of women went through they're trying to get paid the same as men, so they felt like they had to act like men. Well, I ain't trying to act like a man, okay? I want you to hold the door open for me. I want you to open the car door for me. I want the man to be the pursuer. I want him to make me his queen, because I guarantee that he's going to be my king, because I feed off of that, like he's giving me and treating me with, love and respect. And y'all, he ain't going to get nothing back but heaven in return. Woo! Y'all, how y'all like that? But anyway, that's how I see it. But everybody have their own views on things, and some ladies might be watching this right now. They be like, "Oh no, I ain't trying to get down like that. I don't want no man to open the door for me. I don't want no man to feel like I need him." Well, y'all, I'm here to tell y'all I need a man. Like I need a man in my, like I say that, like I don't mean like I need him like I'm gonna be helpless and I can't survive without him, because I know that I can. I did it for years. I did it on my own. And it wasn't easy. There were plenty of crying days and nights, but I survived it against all odds, because, I had a lot of things thrown at me back in those days, and I did it. So I know I can. But at this rate in my life, like, why am I going to have a man? If I don't want a man in my life if he's not going to be my asset, like if he's not going to have my back, then if I got to do all of it on my own, I got to go places by myself, do things by myself, I don't need him. I might as well just, like be on my own, and I can have any man that I want then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? And then they just have to be gone when I'm done, but that's really not what I'm trying to live like. That's not what I'm saying I want, but I'm saying, as a female at 53 years old, this is where I'm at in my way of thinking. So those are, I don't know, we kind of got off the whole rapper thing and just started talking about like, having a man to treat you a certain way, or a woman. And men, let's talk about things for y'all too, because I know, like, I like to keep it real on my show, because y'all know I will tell y'all in a minute, we women can be some tough cookies, y'all. We can totally disrupt a man's world. We have all these emotional things we be going through, and menopause, and hormonal issues and all that kind of stuff. All right, so y'all know I give my men love too. I know you men, you got your little things that you like in a woman, and it's to me it's totally fine. Like I'm not here to say you don't have a right to want certain things in your female, because you do. You know what I'm saying? You do. Y'all, I'm loving that lip. I feel like I need to fix it a little bit better though. Let me see. See, I do that, y'all, to get that lip to look a little bit more. And then I let it kind of sit, and then I pat it, and then it just looks perfect. And this is a good color to do that with, y'all. So, and this was that peach bronzer from Too Faced, y'all. I'm loving this bronzer. Now I take my finger and I rub it on there like this, and rub it on my nose, because I loves the way that feels. Okay, so I think it's 12 o'clock because I think my show just went off, and that means I gotta hurry because I think we're gonna try to catch, I don't know what time we're gonna catch a movie, but there's a movie that comes on at 1 o'clock that I wanna see, so that means I need to hurry my bum up. In conclusion on this conversation, but remember, the person who they are on the inside, you actually have to love them for who they are, and not and be okay with that person who they are on the inside. And if they're treating you the way you want to be treated, let's not get mixed up with what your girlfriend's like, or a girl, you know, you don't let him do that, and don't let, you know, and all that stuff, or the men saying, man, don't you whipped and all that. Don't even get involved in all that. You go by what makes you feel good on the inside. If that person is providing for you, with you, everything that you need and want, then that's what you got. You know what? I mean, go for it. You deserve it, you know? So anyway, let me go ahead and get dressed. I'll chat with you guys a little bit later. All right, so I want to come back on and show you all. I have my face all put together now. Loving this lipstick so very much. Pretty much everything is Morphe today. Foundations Morphe, eyeshadows Morphe, lips are Morphe. What else is Morphe? I guess that's all it is, right? I am loving this look. I love this green, this touch of green. You all know I am so much in love with the color green. That's like my favorite color. And so when I saw that eyeshadow palette, I just felt like it was something I needed to have in my life. And I am loving it. I think it looks really, really good. Definitely different for me, a little bit on the risque side, but yeah, so I'm loving it. I have, since then, of course, pulled my hair down. It's been up for a couple, well, not, I guess it's been up for a full day because I had it up yesterday and didn't take it down at all. I am going to add a little bit more bangs here because I feel like, I don't know, somehow or another my bangs, I think it's gotten intertwined with the other hair and I can't figure out how to separate it. So I'm just gonna add some more bangs so that my bangs are a little bit fuller in the front. Okay, so here's my OOTD. I have on my riding boots. I don't know that I guess I may have shown these to you all. If I have, it's probably been a long time ago. I got these riding boots probably, I wanna say a good, I don't know, several years ago. And they are so, like, I love them a lot. They're hard though, they're not comfortable because they are true riding boots. So they're like, they have the, you know, the toe, what is it, like the steel toe or whatever in them. So, you know, they don't bend very easily. Like if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but let me, like the toe part, like don't really bend. So they're like they're not a boot that I wear every day. They were very inexpensive. They were like clearance and clearance and clearance down. So they were like almost a $400 boot that I got for less than 50 bucks. So can't beat it. I like them, but they're just not like, you know, long term they can get a little bit uncomfortable. And then I've got on just my Zara jeans that I wear all the time. I have on my sweater. And I know that it's ugly weather outside. It's raining, it's ugly. I threw on my white Old Navy jacket just because I felt like I wanted to like spruce things up a little bit. I love the whole black and white thing. But I did all of this, y'all, and I don't think I have anywhere to go. It looks like I'm not gonna be going to the movies. I had kind of was thinking of a movie that was gonna come on at 1, but we weren't able to make our connection. So looks like I am going to be probably in for the day. So I may have done all of this for absolutely nothing, but yeah, so that's okay. Okay, so as you can see, I'm no longer at home. Why do I have this little thing going on here? What playtail is going on? What's going on? Why is this? Look at this, like, all right, y'all hold up. Girl can't be looking jacked on camera, so let me fix this. Y'all, this stuff that I bought for my hair I'm loving it. I am loving it. I don't know if you guys can tell. I added to them bangs, girl. I might add just a little bit more to the bangs. Okay, ooh, I almost like totally blew this lipstick. So, I'm actually leaving Panera Bread. I just had a salad with a friend. Um, so didn't make, okay, this is really bugging me. Like I'm trying to figure out what is going on. Like why is my hair like all stuck together like right in this little, okay. I don't know if I fixed it or not. But so getting back to where was I? I don't even know what I was saying, y'all. I just be like all over the place sometimes. But I just had a salad. I don't know if I want to call this lunch because it's really like late in the day, like an early snack. I don't know, but it was a grilled chicken salad, so it was like a full-on dinner plate for me. But the movie plans that I had mentioned earlier did get pushed back until later on this evening. My friend fell asleep, so I ended up coming out and doing a couple other things first, and then we're gonna head out to the movies. Now I think I am going to run over to y'all know what I'm about to say, right? I'm about to say I'm gonna head on over here to TJ Maxx. I really like, it's like I'm telling myself I shouldn't, but I want to. Should I go to TJ Maxx, y'all? Or should I just be smart and pass it up? But I think my little boy is in there that I want to say goodbye to, because I think today is his official last day to work. So I'm gonna, you know what? Let me just run by there because I did tell him that I would come by to see him before he left. And so I want to do that because he's a nice young man. You know what? I probably should have went out the other end. He's moving on to bigger and better things, and I'm like to be very supportive to my. Oh, okay, I can go out right here. To the youngsters that are trying to do something with their lives. So it is much, much later in the evening. I have made it through the movies. It was a pretty good movie. It was something I wouldn't have typically gone to see, but I ended up liking it after I got there. So I'm glad I went to go see it. But I ended up changing my jacket too, by the way, because my white jacket got dirty, and I was just like, I need to wash that before I wear that again. So I don't know what I got on it, but I got stuff on it. And so anyway, I'm going to go in here and wash this makeup off my face and put on my PJs, get ready for Betty Bye, and I will chat with you guys in tomorrow's vlog. I know today's vlog was probably a little bit weird. I don't even know, like when I start editing this, I don't even know what to expect because I was kind of like all over the place today. But anyway, I had fun as always hanging out with you guys for the day, but I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog for certain. Bye.